Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the new episode of LAMH Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 3. Let's get right into this.
Come because y'all didn't get a personal invitation.
I didn't
right?
come because I didn't get the invitation.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I didn't come.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't come because a lot of the people that flock to you can be mean to us.
All right, so we start the episode with Miss Nell and Miss Mel playing tennis or pickleball. And child, they were working to hit that ball so hard. Miss Nell was out of breath, but it was really fun. But they then stepped aside a little to talk. Melody asks her, why didn't she go to the live podcast? Miss Nell says, because the tickets sold out. Now, Melody ain't buying that. She says, well, you didn't call me. You called me about everything else. Nell kept saying that she missed it. She missed the ticket sales. But again, Melody is a little upset that she didn't reach out because she does wish that Nell would have gone. So then Nell asks Melody about Martell getting arrested for that communication charge. Melody explains again that Martell threatened to release their sex tape. But not only that, Melody tells us that his girlfriend or whoever she is, Coleslaw, said that she had it too. So this video was kind of being used around as a weapon and being sent around. So Melody felt that she had to do something about it. Nell says that her initial thought when she heard this was, well, I didn't want to see a black man going to jail. Melody says, well, what about the black woman being harassed? But I think Miss Nell understood more once Melody explained why she did what she did. They also touch on Martell doing that interview with Tasha K. Melody says she didn't watch that, but this was interesting. So Nell is feeling a little upset because her stepdaughter, who we met last season, Lexi, went on an interview and completely dragged Nell through the mud. She called her a side chick and all of this. So Miss Nell is pretty sad that she did that, but she does clarify that she was never a side chick because she didn't know that Chris was married at the time. But to end this chat, Miss Nell does apologize for not going to the podcast, and Melody says that she wants to know why Tisha and Kimmie also didn't go either since it was in Huntsville and their boss was the one hosting it. Okay, next scene is Stormi, and we are introduced to Stormi's friend Latrica, who is a trainer, and Stormi calls her Trish. So they start to talk about working out because Stormi's friend says that she works out multiple times a day, every day of the week, which I love that. I'm also really into fitness and everything and working out. I also work out every day, except on the weekends though. I can't do the weekends. But Stormi starts to say that she and Courtney have really thought about having a new child and they probably will do it through a surrogate. So Trish says that Latisha wants to get into shape. So Tisha reached out to Trish to see if she could train her. Now Trish is telling Stormi about this because she feels a little hesitant given Stormi and Tisha's relationship in the past. So Stormi fills her in. She once again says that she thinks Marsau is a bitch, but she says that outside of that, Tisha is a cool person. Stormi also asks her what motivated her to work out, and she says that it was a lot of anger and that kind of got the ball rolling. Trish has a new man who she really likes. They maybe want to get married. His name is Ken, but she divorced her ex, who Stormi calls Mr. from The Color Purple, but she wants to, like I said, get married again. So they talk a little bit about that and what led up to the breakup of her ex. So I feel like obviously we will get to know Latrica more, but the way they kind of threw her in this scene was kind of weird. I feel like they did not properly introduce her. Moving on, Stormi and Courtney go shopping for a car. Courtney was cracking me up trying to say that Abraham Lincoln drove a Lincoln car. I was like, no, he did not. Lincoln probably rode a horse and carriage. But you know what? Courtney and Stormi have a great connection because they also have this like fundamental friendship. And I think that's very important. Stormi also brings up the surrogacy. Courtney seems a little hesitant, but Stormi knows that he will be excited once the process gets started. Of course, Stormi has her reservations as well. Like, for example, she wishes that she could breastfeed her child because when she breastfed the first one, she said that she did feel like some sort of connection that formed between that. And like, who knows what the surrogate's gonna do those 9 months? Like, will they have sex maybe? Stormi says that she wants her Courtney, Trish, and Ken to go on a double date. Maybe at the gym. But Courtney says, oh hell no, because we can't keep up with them. They're like fit. They're in shape. Okay, so then the next scene we see is Latricia. Now this scene was better. This was an actual formal introduction of her and her man. She has 2 kids from her previous relationship, and he says that he has a girl from his previous relationship who he, I guess, adopted because he says that she's not biological. So they're just talking in the kitchen. She talks about Tisha again wanting to be trained by her. Now, I got the impression that it almost seemed as if Trish wants to have a problem with Tisha. I don't know, but she says that she will text her later that she'll be able to train her. She also trains Destiny already. They also talk about what a future wedding would look like for them, and they talked a long time about their relationship and how they have helped each other be better and grow and all of that. Alright, so then the last scene is Melody. I will say Melody seems so happy. As soon as she walked into this place, she was greeting the lady who worked there. She was just very happy. And then Kimmie and Tisha walk in as well. So it's the first time that the 3 OG women see each other this season. They go to like some plant store where you can make your own little plants or something like that. So they're catching up what they did on the holidays. Tisha talks about her trip to South Africa with the whole family. She says it was a lot of fun. But Kimmie tells us that her mom got diagnosed with breast cancer. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. That was very, very sad to hear. She's been taking care of her. That's what she's been doing. And then she says that Maurice and her have also been doing really well with properties and, what they do, their job. Now, Tisha still doesn't have an office. And she says that she's been struggling lately trying to find a balance between work and being a mom. But she says that she'll get it together eventually. Then the Scots ladies ask Melody about Martell getting arrested and this whole fiasco. First of all, though, Melody is a little upset that Marsau made some statements about this whole situation. Melody feels like he shouldn't have commented, like it really wasn't his place, but she will bring that up to Marsau because that was him who did it some other time. But once again, Melody explains why she got him arrested, and I think that once people hear the explanation, they kind of understand why she did it, because nobody wants their tapes being leaked. Melody then says to Tisha, I'm surprised that you never reached out to me. Kimmie says, well, I did reach out, but the voice box was full. I was like, huh? I didn't know iPhone. Like, what? Anyway, Tisha says, I do apologize because you have been doing better and I need to do better. So I'll do better in reaching out when something happens. Melody says, okay, but why didn't you come to the podcast? Why didn't you both come to the podcast? Tisha says, listen, no invitation, no me. I didn't get an invite, so I'm not coming. Melody says, but it was a public event. Like, you didn't need an invitation. Stormy came. She didn't have an invitation. She just bought her tickets. Now, Tisha is still thinking about the time that she was kicked out of one of Melody's events. So she says that going forward, anytime Melody has any sort of event, she will need an invitation first because she doesn't want to get kicked out. But then Kimmie says that the reason she didn't go, to be 100% honest, is because a lot of the people who like Melody can be very negative towards them. And Melody says, are you talking about the millimeters? Who told you that? Who told you that they were going to be rude or whatever? And they said, well, Sunny did tell us that they were very negative that day. And Melody says, well, I think that the audience had a negative reaction for Sunny and what she did with the whole way she got with Moses and all that. So they kind of got into that topic as well. Kimmie says that Sunny ultimately broke the girl code, but Melody starts to laugh. She says, Destiny and girl code? Yeah, I don't know about that. And Kimmie says, but Destiny didn't sleep with your man. Melody says, well, I don't know. I don't know what people do. And I'm not putting anything past anyone. Oh my. So this was the end of the episode. So it will be interesting moving forward to see how the dynamics continue to change this season. How will Destiny and will they get along? Destiny and Melody. We'll see how this new chick fits in. But you guys, let me know what you thought about this episode. Let me know what you thought about the new girl. What were your first impressions of her? And also let me know what you thought about this final conversation between Melody, Kimmie, and Tisha and why they didn't go to the podcast. From the preview of next week, it looks like there is going to be a little bit of an argument. Chris, Fletcher, and Martell, he's going to ask him to please retract his statements calling Miss Nell a side chick, and there's gonna be a dinner with Martell and Miss Nell, in which Miss Nell is kind of telling him that what he was trying to threaten Melody with was not okay. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and comment in the comment section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.